Welcome back. We are finally on the last part of the fundamental analysis. So, this is the last video of the fundamental analysis series. After this video, what you will be doing is buying a few shares that you feel of the companies that you feel are fundamentally strong and hold them for a few years. And then also do comment below how useful the course is. So the video will always stay here. If you start making profits, definitely give your comment in the comment section. Now let's go proceed further without wasting any time and just complete the series. So the next what we have to learn is profit margin. So we are studying about fundamental analysis, and fundamental analysis means about the companies, what the companies are doing, how good the company is. So without studying the profit margin, studying about the companies will be waste, right? So now we will be looking at the profit margin. Now what is profit margin? Profit margin is the net income divided by the sales into 100. So that is a percentage. Profit margin is a percentage of the net income the company is making per sales it is doing. So the income that the company, so for example, what is my income? For example, I earn 1000 rupees for 10 sales. So per sale, what is the income? So that is the profit margin, right? So 10 divided by 1000 divided by 10 is 100. So my profit margin is 100. I am making a profit of 100 rupees per sale. So what is the profit that we are making per sale? That percentage is actually the profit margin. So the net income that you make per amount of sales that you're doing is the profit margin. Now let's go to the what is net income basically. So what is my net income? What am I making? So the my expenses that I'm spending, the money that I'm spending to carry out the function, if I remove that from my revenue, what is the money that I am left with in my hand? That is called the net income. So say for example, I earn 5000 rupees, but 4000 rupees is my expense. The net the net income that I'm earning is 1000 basically, because 4000 is the expense. 1000 is basically the net income. So the revenue means the total money that I'm getting in my hand minus the expenses is called the net income. Okay, now you understood what is profit margin. Profit margin means net income divided by sales into 100. This might not be clear here, it's just typed, but profit formula of profit margin is, if you want to calculate the profit margin of any company, just take the net income of the company and divide it by the sales that they are doing and multiply it by 100. So it is the percentage of net income by sales, and net income is revenue minus the expenses. Now let's proceed. Now this again we are on another ratio which is very important, that is debt to equity. So debt to equity is a very important ratio. Debt. What is the debt I have to equity? What is the debt that I have per equity is called the debt to equity. So it is the total assets divided by the equity. So debt means what are the total assets that I'm holding by the equity, number of equity that number of people, the equity that I'm holding to the shares. So that is debt to equity. Shareholders equity means, what is shareholders equity? What is their equity? So shareholders equity means what are the total assets the company is having minus the liability. So whatever assets I'm holding minus whatever are my losses, the total asset, so the remaining assets that will be left over, that has to be distributed equally among the shareholders. So that is called the shareholders equity. So the remaining asset that we have, all the shareholders have an equal part in that, equal ownership. So that is called the shareholders equity. And less debt to equity means it's a good company. That means the debt is less. Okay, so the company is having less debt. The formula is wrong, I guess. Debt to equity means debt divided by equity. Okay, so if the debt is less to equity means it's a good company. So the debt is less and the equity is more. Now, what is current ratio? Current ratio means the total assets. Okay, so current assets, currently the assets divided by the current liability. So what are the current assets divided by the current liabilities is called the current ratio. It's a very important ratio because, as you know, the assets, if the assets are more, the current ratio will be more. So it's a good company. So there are two companies, a company whose current ratio is less and a company whose current ratio is more. So the company with more current ratio is a good company, whereas here the company which has less debt to equity ratio is a good company. So the debt to equity ratio has to be less than 1, then it's a good, fine, okay company. And the company which has the least debt to equity ratio is the best company. So the debt to equity ratio, for example, it is 0.5. So it means the company is good. A company has, for example, there are two companies, a company which has debt to equity ratio as 2 and a company which has debt to equity ratio as 1. Sorry, 0.1. So the company with 0.1 is a good company. So that is what. And current ratio. Current ratio means the total current assets that the company is having. The current asset that the company is having divided by the current liabilities. So what are the liability? You know what is asset and liability. I have told you many times. So I'm not telling you. Asset, okay, but still I will just tell you. Asset means something that is giving you money and liability is something that takes money from you. So if something is giving you profit, that is an asset and liability. So current assets is the numerator, right? Current assets comes on the top and liabilities comes on the bottom. So if the current assets are more, the number will be more. So it's a good company. A company is considered good. So if the company has current asset of 2 and a company has current asset of 0.5, so which is a good company? A company with 0.5 has liabilities more. That's why its ratio is 0.5. But the company with current asset ratio as 2, current ratio as 2, it's a good company. So that's how you decide which company is good and which company is bad. So just make a list of the ratios, the important ratios, make your fundamental strategy. Make a strategy for deciding which is the best company, which has all the fundamentals good, strong fundamentals. Just buy the share of the company. Just buy the share, because a company whose all the fundamentals are good but still its share price is less, it means the share price is cheap. Okay. Quick ratio. Quick ratio is the liquid asset. That was current asset. Current ratio means the current assets. Liquid assets are the assets that can be converted to cash very soon, or the cash. Company has a cash reserve with it, or the company is holding any shares, or the company has any other accounts receivables from the other people they have to receive, whatever the things that can be easily converted to cash. I have a iPhone, for example. I can sell the iPhone and get back the money immediately. So that is called the liquid asset. It is a liquid asset for me because I can convert it easily to cash. So something that can be easily converted. There are a few things which the company has. For example, company has industry. Company has a manufacturing process or the industry that cannot be sold and got into converted into cash immediately, right? Nobody will buy the industry. Why the people have the use? What will they do with the industry? So that is not a current asset. That is not a liquid asset. It cannot be. Liquid means something that can be sold easily and got money. So the company that has liquid assets divided by current liabilities is called the quick ratio. Quick ratio means liquid assets divided by the current liability. So liquid assets are the things that can be quickly converted to cash, as I told you. So for example, cash is a liquid asset because cash, the company has cash, cash is cash, cash equivalents, anything that is equal to cash, and account receivables. All these are the current. So now uh, that's it, of course. Let me just tell you one small thing. We Indians, what we do when we go to buy vegetables or when we go to buy fruits, we always bargain with the seller, right? We try to get the vegetables for the cheapest price possible. We compare just to buy a tomato or an onion, which is very cheap. You try to save that 1 rupee. You go to different shops and compare the price and bargain with the shopkeeper and try to get it for cheaper price. Same thing you have to do in share market. So it's not a difficult thing. We Indians are very good at that. We have to just look at the shares of different companies. We want a good quality tomato at a cheaper price, right? Same way, you have to compare the companies, different companies, and buy a good quality company which has all the fundamentals strong that I told you and is available for the most cheapest price. Company which has a good market cap, good price to earning ratio, good quick ratio, whatever I told you, current ratio, whatever ratios that you feel are important, just and the company is still trading at the cheaper price compared to its competitors, just do this research and buy the company immediately and hold the share with you. Definitely, it will give you good returns in the future. Stocks are assets, not a lottery. Okay, so if you are doing fundamental analysis, consider stock as an asset. Buy it and hold it with you. So that is an asset. It will give you money. So definitely open your Demat account and try to buy your first trade. Do comment below which is the first stock that you bought. Let everybody know what you felt is good and what your fundamental analysis told you and which share you bought. So just mention the name of one stock that you bought by watching the video and doing your analysis and buying. So definitely to comment below, you have to open your Demat account, buy a share and comment below. Even if you buy a single share, it doesn't matter. You don't have to buy in bulk. Slowly you will learn, progress. Thank you very much for watching the video. A subscribe to the channel would be like an asset to me.